Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can let you know when I upload a new video. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. All right, you guys may notice my hair is a little bit different in this video. It looks like I got it cut, but I did not get it cut. I actually decided that I was going to order a silk bonnet. I've always wanted a silk bonnet, like a really good quality silk bonnet. And I had found a company, it's called Lily Silk, that offered 100% silk bonnets. And I thought for my naturally curly hair that I would give it a try. So in the first part of this video, you are actually going to see me trying on the bonnet, and you will see me wearing it and putting it on the night before, which was last night. And then you will see, obviously, you know, you can see what it looks like, but you will see when I take it off this morning as well too. So let me insert that clip. All right, so I am going to try the Lily Silk bonnet that I got. This is 100% silk, so for curly hair, it's actually pretty important to have either silk pillowcases or a silk bonnet. I think that this is going to be life-changing, honestly, if I'm going to be 100% honest, because some mornings I work really early at 7 a.m., so it would save me a whole bunch of time if I can just literally have my natural curls stay the next day, so that when I go to work, I can literally just have natural curly hair without it being frizzy like normally it is when I wake up in the morning. So tonight I am going to try the silk bonnet. So my hair is a little bit damp. I wouldn't say that it's completely wet, but it's not completely dry. And I'm going to put it in a silk bonnet overnight. Now, having it in a silk bonnet is going to retain the moisture in your hair, which is very important for naturally curly hair. And I feel like I said, this is going to help tremendously. So between this and using my Lily Silk pillowcases, I think it's gonna be a win-win. And you guys will be able to see in the morning what it looks like. So this is literally the first time that I'm using it, and I'm gonna try to use, they talk about like this plop method, where you literally put your hair upside down, and you put all your hair in the bonnet upside down, and then you literally just plop it on top. So that is what I'm going to do in order to put my silk bonnet on. I know it's gonna probably look silly, but honestly, if I can have my naturally curly hair in the morning, I don't care. All right, I feel like I've gotten my hair in. That was kind of a struggle, I'll be honest. Zoe said, Zoe has naturally curly hair, my youngest, and she says it might be easier to do it like on the bed, that it might be easier, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like it's just gonna be one of those things that are practice, but it does have a tie in the back. All right, I think that's pretty good. So, I know Jimmy's gonna probably be scared when he wakes up, you know, to go to work in the morning. But that is it. So I am going to sleep with this. I usually sleep for, I don't know, like 8 to 10 hours, I'll be honest. I'm a big sleeper. So I will make sure that I show you guys right away when I take this out to see how it turned out. I will see you guys in the morning with hopefully curly hair. All right. Good morning. It is bright and early the next day. It is 7 o'clock. I woke up super early today, which was fine because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do before I go to work. So, but yeah, I slept with this on. It actually wasn't uncomfortable or got in the way or anything during my sleep. When I woke up, it was untied. That was the only thing, but I don't think I tied it tight enough before I actually went to bed. As you've seen in the previous clip, when I tied it and had it set before I went to bed is literally how I went to bed. So that would be the only thing I would recommend, is tying the knot tighter. But I'm so excited. Jimmy was so funny this morning, you guys. I know you guys love Jimmy in my videos, and I want him to be in more videos, but he makes me laugh every day. He is so funny. From morning to night, he is the same person. He is funny all the time. He makes us laugh every single day. And this morning when I got up, of course, right, he knew he was still up when I went to bed and had this on. And he has a black robe that he wears in the mornings when we have coffee. So he said, you know what, I want to be a supportive husband and I want to support you with this. So I'll insert a picture here, but you know, he supported me. He, in one way or another, supported me. He ended up wrapping his head with this robe around his head, and just to show his support. Oh my gosh, like, and this is 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you guys. Like, he makes me laugh all the time. So hopefully, you know, now that hunting season is coming, we will be doing vlogs together during the day. And, you know, I know you guys love seeing Jimmy, as do I, but he works 10-hour shift. He leaves for work at 6:30 in the morning and he doesn't come home until 4:30. And usually on a day off, that's when I do my recording, or else if like what I'm eating in the day, whether I'm at work or whatever, right? So it's just kind of timing wise sometimes that he's not always with me. But definitely in the month of November, you will probably see him more, and in December when I do Vlogmas. So anyways, let's get this off and see what my curls look like. It's just becoming normal. It's that comfortable. It is really, really comfortable. So I am so excited to see what it looks like, you guys. So here we go. I'm actually going to turn over and take it off. Oh. Okay, so I also want to, oh, it stayed in one place. It looks so short. Sorry, I am looking at myself in the mirror because obviously I need to, but holy man, is it curly. This is the most curl. That's why it looks so short, you guys, is because it's so curly. So I also wanted to mention while I'm fixing my hair is that I did put product in my hair yesterday before I put the cap on. Now, I don't know if that was the right thing to do after I did it because it was just habit. I thought to myself, I don't know if I should be doing that. So I think I'm gonna try it. Like, I'm really happy with this. Like, I can't believe how curly this is. Holy. But I feel like putting product in it made it kind of like, well, more full for sure. And maybe like wherever my hair was in the cap kind of made it stick, you know what I mean? So I would probably do that differently, but I cannot believe how curly this is. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. It's just, you know what I mean? When you're so used to doing your hair a certain way and, you know, it looks, I feel like it looks shorter, which obviously my hair is natural curly. So the curlier that it gets, the shorter that it looks. And I know 100% that is why it looks shorter, is because it is so much more curly. So it definitely works for that. And I feel like it's not as frizzy. Like, I know it's getting frizzy because I'm putting my hands in it, and anything that touches your hands, it withdraws moisture from your hair, right? So that's why after I do it in the mornings, I usually don't tend to touch it throughout the day, like even at all. Like, my hair when I go to work is usually wet when I do shower. But you know what? It's all right. I like it. I love my curly hair just because it is easy. And I will have the link for everything down in the description below if you're interested in it. I also ended up getting some pillowcases because I've always wanted like luxurious 100% silk items with the bonnet and with pillowcases. It's just, I have eczema, I have extremely dry skin, I have extremely sensitive skin as well. And for those reasons alone, I thought it was just beneficial to get silk pillowcases and a silk bonnet for my curls, and to get like good quality 100% silk, okay? So I am so excited. I will show you actually the pillowcases here and show you kind of how they look, but they are amazing. Highly recommend. If you obviously don't have naturally curly hair, I know some ladies do like to keep their hair set for the next day anyways, whether you curl it. Definitely look into the bonnet. I will have the link for this below. And then as well, the silk pillowcases, I will have that link below for the 2 items that I have, all right? So just wanted to share that with you, just in case anybody is wondering. I know for me it was beneficial. I'm liking it. We'll see, you know, what Jimmy thinks of it. He loves my natural curly hair. So I already had my coffee today, actually. I've been still using my Nespresso machine, and I have been adding my chocolate Perfect Keto collagen to that. I have that every day. And I also add my Silk half and half and my heavy whipping cream, my 2 sweeteners, and of course my skinny syrup for some flavor. But I have been having the same coffee for a while now on my keto days. So I usually don't eat until later on in the day. So I will be making my first meal and actually taking it with me because I had this really ingenious idea on what I will be having for my first meal. All right, so my first meal I'm going to be taking with me to work, and I am going to be making it home. But if you would have seen in my last video, I had made an amazing pumpkin loaf. It was actually a white chocolate pumpkin loaf that I had made with the protein sparing modified fast bread. I'll link that video here in the cards for you to watch if you haven't seen that video yet. It turned out absolutely amazing. They're both my favorite flavors, white chocolate and pumpkin. So it was really good. But I decided to make, or I am going to be making French toast with my leftovers that I have, because I have three slices left. They are thicker slices, and that is what is going to be for meal number 1. I will probably make something to go with that, because I feel like that's not going to be a lot of calories for a keto day, or a lot of like higher macros for a keto day as well. So let's see what else we can have with it. But let's start with our French toast. So let's start with our French toast. I'm going to turn my burner on low, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of avocado oil spray in that. And let's get started on our French toast mixture. So I am going to use 1 egg. I think that will be enough. I have 3 slices left here. It's probably about half of the loaf, a little bit less, that I'm going to be using for my French toast. So simple French toast recipes. I'm sure everybody has made French toast before. I like to use like a square or rectangle plastic container, just for, it's easier to dip my bread in. So I'm just gonna put 1 egg, and then I'm going to put a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. Ah, that was a little bit more. And then I am also going to put some cinnamon. Now, instead of the cinnamon, you can also use the pumpkin pie spice if you would like. But I'm gonna use cinnamon. I'm a huge cinnamon lover. Don't get me wrong, I still like pumpkin spice as well, but I think I'm just going to add cinnamon to this and make it like a traditional French toast. And then we are just going to mix that up and dip our bread in it, and then just cook it like you would regular French toast. Now, if you want to put more egg in this, feel free. Hopefully this will be enough. I feel like this will be enough anyways for my French toast, because like I said, these slices are a little bit smaller. All right, so I'm just gonna cut up my bread here, just because when I did slice through it, I kind of only went like not all the way to the end. So I'm just gonna finish slicing up each of these. And this, you guys, this turned out even better the next day. Honestly, it was so good the next day. And hence why it's almost all gone. And I definitely wanted to have it today, but you can even have this probably on your protein sparing modified fast days. I never did figure out the macros for this, to be honest. But it's very low in calories and everything. All right, so I am just going to finish cooking my French toast, and then I will show you guys when it is all done. And you know what? I think I'm going to make some pizza for my lunch as well. I think I'll have like pizza, and then this will kind of be like the dessert. But let me show you what else I'll be taking. All right, well, that is finished cooking. I still have some time before I need to change to go to work. So I think what I'm going to be making actually for my lunch, I think I'm going to make a pizza with the protein sparing modified fast crust. But I am going to, I think I'm going to try that new recipe. I haven't tried it yet. I'm on the fence about it, I'll be honest, because here in Canada, we spend a lot of money for the egg white protein. It is so expensive. The one that I first ordered off of Amazon, it was only a 1 pound package and it was $44. It was very expensive. I recently have bought the 5 pound big container from iHerb, but even that, I can't even remember the price. I will put the picture of the container and the price up on the screen. But it is expensive, and I think you need a cup of egg white protein powder for that recipe. And the recipe that I always use, that I have adapted and that I really enjoy, only uses 1/3 of a cup. So, you know, that's 3 times the amount that I normally use. You know, egg whites, I know they can get expensive as well, but cost-wise, buying egg whites from Costco is cheaper than me buying egg white powder. Totally depends on where you live and how much that you pay for your egg white protein powder, but I do want to give it a try to see what it tastes, you know, and see how I like it. So I think I'm going to be making that this morning. So let's get started on making that. I'm gonna make 2 things out of that one recipe. You will see the other part of it in a different video, but I am going to make pizza with half of that, you know, bread recipe. So let's get started. I'm anxious to try this new recipe. I have gotten all my ingredients together and I realized I am looking on the exact recipe that Maria Emmerich has made. I will link it in the description. She's the amazing person who started all of this and the amazing bread. But I will have this recipe that uses no egg whites in the description for you to check out, and that's the recipe that I'm using today. I'm not gonna add like any of my other spices or anything that I would normally use. I just want to follow this to the T. And to be honest, this is what I did the very first time that I made her protein sparing modified fast. I made her recipe exactly how she made it, and then I just kind of made adaptations after that. So I realized that it takes 1.5 cups, you guys, of the protein powder. I have preset my oven to 325. So let's get started on this. I'm gonna pan the camera down so you can see me putting it in my mixing bowl, and let's get started. All right, so I do have my phone here to resort to, but it does take 1.5 cups of the egg white protein powder. This is a 1/2 cup measuring cup, so I'm gonna do 3 of those. And then I am going to add 1/4 cup of allulose. So this is 1/4 cup measuring spoon. And also allulose is really expensive here in Canada, and it is hard to find, so that is why I cut down on the amount that I use in my regular protein sparing modified fast recipe. Okay, and then we need 1/2 teaspoon of the Redmond's Real Salt right there. So this handy thing, I absolutely love this. I had gotten this as a gift from my Amazon wish list. Kimberly had sent me this. I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. So I will have that linked in the description for my Amazon favorites, but it is handy for making these recipes. So 1/2 teaspoon Redmond's Real Salt and 1/2 teaspoon of the cream of tartar. All right, and then we are going to stir this all up with our mixture before we add the water. All right, it has been at least 5 minutes, so I'm gonna say that this is done. Looks pretty good. I must say this was really easy to make. So I'm just going to take this off And then we will put it in our dish. So I have my, it's gonna be a deep dish pie, I decided, hopefully with half of the mixture. And like I said, the other half of the mixture, I'm making something else. It's a new recipe. You will see that on Friday, all right? But let's put half of this mixture in our pie plate and make this a deep dish pie crust, you guys. So for my pie crust, what I do is I put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then I take it out, I put my toppings on, and then I put it back in the oven. So that is what we are going to do with this today. So let's just kind of put it up on the edges so we get a true deep dish pizza. I absolutely love making the pizza with this protein sparing modified fast bread, and like I've said in many times of my videos, it kind of takes on the taste of whatever it's with. So if you're obviously having pizza, it'll take on the flavor of the pizza. I have made numerous pie recipes. If you haven't seen those, I will have them in, I don't know, they're in a, I think they're in a playlist actually. So I will link the video up here in the cards for you to watch. I just only have so much area down in the description for all of my stuff. All right, let's put this in the oven, 325 for 10 minutes. Wow, this isn't just out of the oven and it is absolutely massive. I would imagine it'll probably deflate a little bit, but this is gonna be a deep dish, holy. All right, so I'm just gonna share with you quickly what I am going to be using for toppings. And I am just going to be using, this is like, it's low in carbs. It is 4 grams of carbs per a quarter of a cup. I'm not gonna use that much. It's not the best ingredients, but it's all that I have right now for my pizza. So I'm going to put that on. I just can't believe how much this fluffed up, you guys. Holy cow. So for you guys that are having trouble with your egg whites coming to a stiff peak, this will definitely be the recipe for you. It will be probably like life-changing for you guys. But for me, I'll be honest, like, yes, well, I haven't even tasted it yet, but I just know that that's just gonna be a lot of protein powder. Like for me personally, just cost-wise. But who knows, it's a nice option anyways, right? Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on the bottom. I always put a little bit of cheese on the bottom of my pizzas. There we go. And then what I have here is I have a mixture. This is gonna be an all meat deep dish. I have salami that I'm going to put on. I have some ham that I'm gonna put on, some pizza pepperoni, and then in this container I also have some bacon that I'm going to cut up and put on top. So I'm gonna do all that, and then I will show you guys the final product before we put it back in the oven. All right, and then I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of cheese on the top. Then we're gonna put it back in the oven. I'm gonna say probably another 10 minutes, but I'll keep an eye on it because it is, obviously it is thicker, so I wanna make sure that it is done. And this is going back in the oven. Like I said, we'll start out with 10 minutes and then we will check on it. All right, so I left this in the oven for 10 minutes and then I actually put it on broil just for a couple minutes just to get everything nice and golden on the top. So I'm gonna let this completely cool before I take it out of the silicone pan and cut into it. All right, as you guys can see, the sun is now risen, so I need to go to work here within like 20 minutes. But as you guys can see, this pizza turned out amazing. I want to taste it so bad, but I'm going to be taking probably 2 slices with me to work today, and then I will catch up with you guys on my break when I try some of this pizza. So I will see you guys in the next clip. All right, I am so excited to eat, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, look at this. Oh, I can't wait to try it. Okay, so I warmed it up for a little bit in the microwave, like, I think it was 30 seconds. I don't like my food really, really hot. I like it warm. But, oh my gosh. Let's give this a taste. can I just say that this tastes amazing. Alright, I'm eating this way too fast. I also wanted to let you guys know that it's 11:30 and I was getting hungry, so I decided to warm up my pizza, and I warmed up my French toast as well, which I will have after this. But the one thing that I like, and I've said this before about the protein sparing modified fast bread and why I will incorporate it into my maintenance, is it's filling. It's really, really filling. But also, let me know in the comments, do you guys prefer more toppings or more of like the crust? Because like this is a deep dish crust. Like this is amazing, amazingly good. And I don't know, like I kind of like it to be equal, to be honest, like equal parts of the topping and equal parts of the crust. I don't mind a thin like crust pizza, and I don't mind deep dish pizza, but I feel like the toppings kind of have to like compensate. I don't like a thin crust with like tons of toppings. But let me know down in the comments. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinion. But this is so good, you guys. I had to stop after the first one because I was eating it way too fast. So it's that good. I'm also having it with the Sprite Zero, and that is going to be my lunch. And then I will show you guys once I have my French toast for dessert. I was almost going to take the first bite without showing you. This is my French toast. I brought some of the sugar-free syrup as well too. So let's take our first taste of this, the protein sparing modified fast bread, the white chocolate pumpkin that I made as French toast. Let's give it a taste. It's pretty good. The only complaint, I feel like it maybe dried it out a little bit, but it's still good. I feel like I needed to warm it up longer. The one thing about this loaf that I made, it's very dense, but it is good. All right, it is 4 o'clock right now, and I'm done work at 5:30, and I am still so full. I can't believe how full I feel. I don't even know what I'm gonna have for supper right now. That's the whole thing with that protein sparing modified fast bread, is that it fills me up, even though like I did have a lot of calories with the pizza toppings, but I don't know what I'm gonna have for supper tonight. I did have an idea on what I was going to have, which was gonna be steak and a side dish, but I'll see if I have that. That seems like just a lot of protein. I need to have some like more fat macros. So I will see you guys when I get home and once I figure out what I'm going to be having for dinner tonight. How are you?
Taste. Taste.
Do I have to? Oh, it's not too hot. That's good.
Here.
That's really good. Jimmy's making more jerky. Let's see it, Jimmy. Whoa. We got 2 roasts left. And then we? You got a mouse in your pocket. I decided to make jerky.
And what did you do in the jerky preparation thing?
I had the idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's we, because you thought of it.
Yeah, you followed through, made it happen, just like everything. Oh, tell them about the, but the hunting.
What about it?
We got an area.
With several areas.
You guys, we have several areas. Well, I don't know about several. Well, we do actually have several areas. We ended up, like I had mentioned in our last video, that we were going out to find land because the Hutterite land that we originally always hunt on is getting windmills. So we weren't able to hunt there. So we went out on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. And we went out on Sunday, visited a bunch of farmers, and we have gotten some permission from a fairly large chunk of land, which is right by a river, which is perfect for deer. And the funny part is when we were leaving that house after getting permission from the one farmer, we seen a herd of 18 mule deer. So we're excited. We're very excited. We are drawn for a lot of animals. Both of us have the exact same tags, which are 2 muley does, 1 muley buck, 1 white-tailed doe, and we are also drawn for 2 cow elk, which is on the base here at CFB Suffield, which is literally like not even 10 kilometers. It's a large space out on CFB Suffield where they are holding this elk reduction hunt is what it is called.
2,560 square kilometers.
Yeah, it's big. It's the largest military base in Canada, actually, is CFB Suffield.
It's the largest training area in the Western world.
Largest, there you go. You guys have it. Spoken from a true old-time veteran.
Damn it. Don't.
So anyways, yeah, we are drawn for that we are drawn for that November 20th to the 22nd. It's the course of 3 days. And yeah, we both got drawn for 6 tags total. So that is a lot of meat. So
6 tags?
Yeah, for everything. Oh. Yeah. Everything all combined. So
just moving now.
And guess what I seen on the way home?
Dead It Clown.
No. Halloween's over, Jimmy. Little herd of muley deer. A herd with a buck and everything.
Yeah, well, that's not good. We can't shoot it there.
No, but hopefully maybe it'll go to our area.
Come look at my workshop.
I'll give it directions.
Come.
Ooh. All right, this is our workshop. Don't worry, there is no dead animals in here yet. But there we go again. I got a mouse in my pocket. Jimmy does a lot of butchering, because we do know a lot of people that do get drawn for the elk hunt, the elk reduction hunt at CFB Suffield. And then we obviously know a lot of hunters that trust Jimmy with butchering their deer because they keep on coming back, Jimmy. Every year. So you got this actually really, really clean in here, Jimmy. Looks all, you're ready.
I'm just waiting for the animals to roll through the door.
Yeah. I am not too hungry, but I will see what I have once I get back in the house. I think I'm just gonna have like a snack plate, something that's really high in fat and macros. So I will catch you guys once I get in the house. I don't know, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's probably really bad. I'm just in the corner where I keep my air fryer. What I'm gonna do is I had made a roast chicken on Sunday for Sunday's dinner, and I am going to put some of the skins in my air fryer. I've done this once before. It tastes amazing. So as you guys know, I am a huge fan of carnivore crisps. Jimmy and I have done a taste test and it's absolutely amazing. I still have some of the chicken skins actually in the cupboard that I am saving for hunting season. But what I do is I just literally take the chicken skins. I will bring the camera up here in 1 second. I'm just gonna lay them out. All right, it's not very much, but I do have a snack plate, which I will show you once these are done and what I'll be having for supper. So it's just kind of 4 chicken skins off of like the roast chicken that we had. So I am going to put this in my air fryer. I have preheated my air fryer, and this is the Consori brand that I have. I have it actually linked in my Amazon favorites. But what I did the last time is I put it on the bacon setting, which is 320 for 8 minutes, and I cook it for 8 minutes, and then it turns out perfectly crispy. So I'm going to do that, and then I will show you my supper plate. My supper is done. This is going to be my last meal of the day. To be honest, I'm not even really that hungry. I'm in the mood for kind of a snack plate. Jimmy is just finishing smoking all of our jerky. We are going to be taking that as a snack for hunting as well as carnivore crisps, but we have eaten a lot of the carnivore crisps and we need to order some more, so we decided to use a couple of the elk roasts that we had left and make some jerky with it. So he is finishing doing that, and then we are going to just relax and call it a night. It is almost 6:30, so I think that we've, done enough. All right, so on my plate here, you guys can see I have a little snack plate, which is just 4 pieces of salami, some cheese to go with that salami, some of the elk jerky that Jimmy just made, and of course, some of my homemade chicken skins that I made. So that is on my plate, and this is kind of like a middle between a big and a smaller size plate, so there is quite a bit. And then I am also going to be having a Built Bar. Now, I haven't eaten a whole lot today. I feel like I've kind of eaten a lot of protein, but I feel like something sweet. I feel like today was kind of like a lot of like protein and savory stuff, and even like my French toast, like I just needed something sweet. So that is why I decided to go with the Built Bar. Now, I want you to know before, you know, I know a lot of people this will be a trigger for them, but for me it is not. I can handle one of these once in a while. I can keep them in my pantry and they can sit there. It's not a trigger for me. Don't get me wrong, there are things that are triggers for me that I do not keep in this house, but Built Bars is not one of them. And I am a Built Bar affiliate as well too, so the link is in the description if anybody is interested in it. But this is my journey, this is my keto journey. I'm getting very close to my goal. I don't have these every day, so I am having one today to fill in my macros. And I am also having a creamy root beer Zevia. And that is going to be my supper for tonight. I will see you guys in Friday's video. I have an exciting new recipe coming in Friday's video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So make sure you also hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.